Hello everyone, it's Yvonne here from the Aussie Goddess to do your weekly reading. And this will be for the sign of Cancer. Okay, Cancer. Let's just get you in the picture there. Right, now remember this is only a general reading. It will go approximately the time period of the 26th through to the 1st of August. And because it's a general reading, if it does resonate with you, can you please give me a thumbs up? Well, some of the guys on here say smash that thumbs button. If the reading doesn't resonate with you, make sure you check out other aspects of your natal chart, such as your moon. If you're interested in love, then Venus. I'm going to use the Everyday Witch Tarot for your reading. I think that's everything. Oh, nice split spirit. All right, beautiful. So we have the Knight of Wands coming through here. Now, the Knight of Wands doesn't always have the nicest reputation. He's a very fast knight and he gets the sort of bad rap for being the player or the person who won't commit. He's very passionate. He's very driven and he comes in quickly and he goes just as quickly. So he burns himself out very quickly. Can represent Leo, Sag or Aries, so you could be dealing with one of those signs, but there's somebody coming in with some sort of message here. Always a caution that this person may not want to stay around. They may be just there for quick energy. All right, so then we have the Seven of Wands coming through. Now there's some sort of resistance here. The Seven of Wands talks about sort of fighting against something, you know, trying to ward something off, being stubborn, not accepting something. I feel like somebody's getting an offer here and they're fighting it. They're fighting the energy. They don't want to participate. All right, we have the Eight of Wands coming through, which means something is changing here. There's an energy of change. The Hanged Man. Okay, so something is changing. I feel like whatever this is, whatever this energy is that's changing for you here, there's a lot of communication. It's like you've been fighting something, but you're giving up the fight here. You may have sort of put yourself in this energy of like some sort of holding pattern or not wanting to make a decision. And now it looks like you want to fly forward. So it's almost like something has, I can't click my fingers, sorry. Mary Poppins would have been in real trouble with me. But there's like something has changed very, very rapidly here. It's like you're not fighting something any longer. You're giving up the fight because there's communication. Something has changed. You've enlightened yourself somehow. Some of you dealing with Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo here. Somebody who's very down to earth, very successful financially, someone who really has all their ducks in a row, as I always say, someone who's very kind and loving. This can be a wife figure as well. There's somebody here, let me just draw another card here. Okay, there seems to be a choice here and the Devil card's here. So you may be chained to a situation, trying to free yourself from something here. But it's sort of like you've seen something in a very different way. You've had some sort of wake-up call. Something has maybe changed the way you're thinking about something. It could be in regards to an earth sign. But there's like a change of energy that's pushing you to go forward now, and you may have been holding back before and defending an energy, and maybe even just putting yourself in that Hanged Man space, not wanting to deal with it, fighting against it, but there seems to be a change here, an energy change. All right, so we have the Wheel of Fortune. Well, that would make sense why that's happened. So the Wheel of Fortune is a card that talks of karma playing out. This is the wheel turning in your favor here. The universe saying you can't stay stuck in that Hanged Man energy any longer. It has to change. Something has to be served up. Karma is a dish best served cold. Is that what they say? There's some sort of karma that needs to be sorted here, Cancer. So the universe is not going to let it rest. It's something is unsettled, something needs a bit of a change, a bit of a move in a different direction. Let's see what's going on for you. All right. Okay. So we have the Two of Swords coming out, which gives rise to a decision that has to be made. A decision that may not be a good decision. Well, it may be a good decision, but it's hard for you to make. Very often when we see the Two of Swords, the person is in a stalemate. They're resisting making a decision. They're very stuck. With that Seven of Wands, yes, you're fighting here against the universe. Let's say that. You're fighting against something that is your destiny, that is karma. You're fighting against this energy. Two of Swords says a decision has to be made here. All right, so we have the Nine of Swords. So it's creating some sort of anxiety here. It may be keeping you awake at night. I do love that you see the sun rising here though, because that means there is an answer to your problems and your stress. But this is deep stress. This is like nightmare stuff. It's funny, isn't it? Because I look at this and I think perhaps you've been trying to research something here. Perhaps you've been trying to look into something because you don't have a deep understanding of it. Something's going on here that you don't get. That's why you're fighting against it. It's like you're not understanding what's happening. But maybe researching it somehow. Four of Cups. Okay. So this is, look, this poor guy cannot make his mind up what he wants. This is the card of boredom, being unhappy with a current situation but not willing to take a chance on something new here, because this cup looks just like these cups. So there's sort of this feeling here that you're stuck in a decision, stuck in some sort of energy and fighting against what the universe is trying to push you towards here. Okay, we have the Moon coming through, which of course is the card of Cancer and Pisces. What I see here is I see someone who sees themselves as small, but actually there is this big panther here. And every time I draw this card, I think in the other decks, this card looks so different. But in this one, when I use this one, I think you think of yourself as this very small pussycat when inside there's this very large, powerful animal. And that sort of says to me here that the universe is asking you to go into your subconscious, into your emotions here, because what you're seeing in the mirror is not the same as what you are. There's something more hidden in your depths here. Okay, so we have the Five of Wands. And this is the whole, you know, being stuck with the decision making here, you know, internal conflict, the should I, shouldn't I, do I, don't I, will I, won't I sort of energy, but going backwards and forwards on it. And I love this because it shows the four cats. There are five cats there, and the cats are even fighting here. It's sort of like reminding you, you have an intuition for a reason. That intuition is obviously portrayed in this card with all the cats. Using your feminine energy. Perhaps that's why you're going backwards and forwards. Okay, so the Ace of Swords is here. So some sort of truth needs to be spoken here. Some sort of truth needs to be realized, I think. Maybe you're not standing in your truth here. Maybe you're only seeing yourself as something that you're perhaps presenting to the world, but isn't who you really are. But you've got to stand in your truth. You've got to move towards your truth. The universe is pushing you here to take a new cup. There's this feeling here that you're fighting against it for some reason. Okay, so we have the Page of Cups coming through here. So the Page of Cups it is an offer, it's a message, it's information that helps you see things differently. But it's also about being creative, like really embracing your creative side. You seem to be really not looking into yourself here. It's like you're avoiding looking into your deeper, darker depths. Avoiding something that you need to be looking at. Let's keep going. All right, so I have the World coming through here. The World card talks of something having to close out, having to finish something, finalize something, and you're putting off a decision here that you need to close something, move away from something. Before I pull the last card, I'm just going to have a look at what's here. Okay, so we have the Knight of Wands coming through, and the Knight of Wands gives the impression that you want to rush into something, you want to move very quickly, but for some unknown reason you're fighting against this energy, like you're not really embracing this energy of want that you're feeling. There does seem to be some communication that needs to take place, and it's something around a truth that needs to be spoken that you're holding on to. And I feel like this is this energy as well, where it's sort of like deep within you, but you're denying it with that card there. So there seems to be an energy here of someone here who is maybe waiting on some sort of decision to be made, but I feel like you're stuck. The Devil energy here tells me that there's a possibility here. There's the Ace of Cups coming through there, is it? Oh, the Five of Cups. Oh, there's sadness here. There's sadness here. Looking back at the past. But the Devil energy's here. So it says to me here that you are chained to something and unable to release yourself. You've got the chains around your feet and hands. You're not releasing yourself from something. You're keeping yourself in something and fighting against the universe, or fighting against an energy here that you're trying to understand. I feel that's why it looks like you're sort of researching or digging deep on this. Anyway, the outcome card is the Nine of Pentacles. So to me that says you will free yourself up. Whatever this is, you're going to free yourself up. So you may be in some sort of dilemma waiting to make a decision. Whatever this decision is, I feel that you're somehow making yourself small and not standing in your truth here. There's an offer on the table, but you're not really acknowledging the offer. And there's a decision that needs to be made to bring you into this. So I feel like for some of you, this is the card of being independent. It may be that you need to walk away from a situation that's keeping you hostage. Could be for some of you about a job, it could be a relationship, but I really very, very drawn to the Moon card in this to say, you know, you're not the little pussycat here. You're the big lion. Well, he's not a lion, he's a panther. You're a big panther. All right, let's just draw you an oracle card. At least it has a good outcome. Oh, now I don't usually try to read two because it makes the videos long, but Spirit has given me two cards to read here. Which one comes first? All right, we'll go with the thinker first because I think you need to hear both. All right, and that's card 44. Whew. It's amazing how hot I get when I read. I'm freezing before I start, and the energy of just doing this work just absolutely pumps through me. All right, so this is about strategy and being analytical and logical. The ability to reason and strategize is the focus now. Take things at face value and follow the logical path. Your calculations will prove to be correct, for in this moment there is no deeper meaning than what is obvious. Things are exactly as they seem. You have all the information you need. Keep it simple and you will win at the game of life you're playing. The other card that came out was Round and Round, which I think is quite interesting, and is the card of 25, being that you look like you're having trouble making some sort of, it may be a life-changing decision here because you're having to face the Two of Swords. The spiral quality of events when a lesson isn't quite integrated, cycles you are challenged to break, which are represented by that Devil energy, revisiting a pattern from a new perspective. And I feel that's what's happening here with the Nine of Pentacles. The appearance of this card is a reminder that although it may appear that you've gone backward, the truth is that you are standing at a higher level looking down into your circumstances. You will learn something, do something better, and break a cycle set up in the past. You actually have a bird's eye view of your initial footprints and can access the wisdom and lessons learned. I feel like you stopped yourself by going round and round in circles. By putting yourself in the hanged man mode. Well, that's the answer, isn't it? Was it saying not making a decision is a decision? But that's quite interesting to get those cards. So I'll leave you with that. Have a great week.